Friday, the 13th, June 13th to be exact. And if it's Friday, it must be another weekly cyber intelligence brief. So today, listen, we've got a really cool brief. You can check out all the details by going to Authenticate's blog and catch the entire document. But I'm going to run through a couple of the highlights here just quickly for you for a couple minutes. Not surprisingly, things are tough right now if you're in cybersecurity. And again, Friday the 13th doesn't make things any better, of course. A couple interesting things. Chinese state-sponsored threat actors, they're exploiting critical U.S. government infrastructure. They're doing that through active zero-day campaigns. There's also multiple ransomware groups coordinating unprecedented summer operations using Microsoft and Chrome vulnerabilities. Organizations have about 72 hours to implement emergency patches where they can face that sub 4-hour domain compromise. Now, listen, I talked a little bit about that last week. So you might say, well, AJ, you've already mentioned this. And I have, but it's still a big deal. This is still ongoing right now. And it's one of the most dangerous things I've ever seen, quite frankly. We're seeing nation states, actors, and cyber criminals apparently cooperating and coordinating in some fashion, or at least using the same infrastructure. And it's really dangerous right now. And so we're seeing things happen a lot faster as well. The patch process isn't working the way we'd hope it would work. That convergence of the nation state infrastructure targeting and coordinated ransomware operations, along with active zero-day exploitation, is creating this very dangerous landscape. Chinese actors UAT 6382, they've maintained persistent access to U.S. municipal utilities through Cityworks. There's a zero-day exploitation for that. There's ransomware groups that have demonstrated industrialized coordination with over 900 confirmed Play ransomware victims. And there's a coordinated 400 IP botnet infrastructure targeting Apache Tomcat systems. All of these things are really, really scary and unfortunate right now, and they're all happening at the same time. So listen, if you're in cybersecurity, which you are if you're listening to this, it's not new that things are tough. But we're dealing with some things we really haven't seen before. So some specifics to worry about this week. As I mentioned, Play ransomware, of course, doing unprecedented harm at the moment. Lockbit 4.0 development continues despite the law enforcement disruption back in February. That's something we have to worry about. We're seeing zero-day purchases running for about $200,000, coordinated infrastructure deployments, as I mentioned. It's sort of a cartel-like operation almost. Let's see, some things you can actually do right now. Actually, before I even get to that, the zero-day exploitation timeline I mentioned, right? That it's down now. 28.3% of disclosed vulnerabilities are weaponized within 24 hours. And we're also seeing a change in ransomware that you might want to know. Criminal groups have shifted a bit on their operational model. They're not necessarily encrypting things anymore. A lot of times they're just stealing your data. About 34% of the attacks, they're just stealing the data and threatening to sell it unless you pay them. And those payment rates are running about $340,000 on average. There's a handful of CVEs that have come out that are very important for you to get on right now. You can check the paperwork for that. We got CVEs with scores rated between 8.6 and 10 that have immediate deadlines for remediation, federal government deadlines of 27 June for a couple of these. And then there's some unpatched high-risk vulnerabilities that you should know about. Immediate things that you should be taking advantage of. You got to deploy the Microsoft June security updates if you haven't for some reason. Prioritize a couple of CVEs in here. There's a WebDAV 0-day and a Chrome V8 vulnerability that you really have to get on. These are serious issues. Of course, that Cityworks infrastructure assessment I talked about. You got to make sure you're checking in on Cityworks if you have that asset management system is compromised, and Apache Tomcat. There's about over 400 identified malicious IP addresses that are tied to that right now. So if you don't know about those, I'd recommend looking into them and make sure you're blocking those because these are the things that are going to be most likely to affect a lot of people right now. So listen, that's a quick wrap up. You can read the whole document. Go to the blog at Authenticate, and you can read the rest of the story. But that's all I've got for today. Happy Friday, good weekend, and try to be safe out there.